During college, more than half of students, both female and male, worry about their body more compulsively than their classes.
Body image is often intrinsically linked with what society collectively decides is attractive, an ideal that changes at a rapid-fire rate. In the Roaring '20s, for example, society idealized women who had svelte, almost boyish figures. Meanwhile, the post-war '50s ushered in a curvy physique as the female ideal. Today, thin is in, and the typical model is a shocking 23% skinnier than the average woman.
And 30 pounds. But I've already been told that I have to lose 15 pounds. And health doesn't become an option in this business.
Oh, so now I have to be more skinny, more tonic.
If you're going to worry about your health, go to college.
I think that body image is a really relevant issue for college students in general, for men and for women. But I think that sort of what I focus on more is primarily how pressure to look perfect or to fit the ideal stereotypical body image affects women. I think on our campus, because we're 65% female, that we have there's even more pressure for female students to fit a mold of a certain level of whatever attractiveness is sort of perceived, and that has to do with size and shape, and it can even extend to things like ethnicity and hair and eye color and things like that. And so I think that what ends up happening is young women feel really, really pressured. They do a lot of things as a result of this. Some of it can be based on diet and exercise. Some of it can be actual disordered eating and issues that kind of go along with that. So it may not be necessarily anorexia or bulimia, but it could be. But disordered eating, where someone might be restricting like an entire food group, like I'm not eating carbs anymore, until I lose weight. And it might also be something along the lines of compulsive exercise. So have to exercise a certain amount of hours every day, and if that doesn't happen, then there's negative feelings about that. It's also money spent on cosmetics, on things like that. Just sort of, it goes way beyond whatever you would deem self-care.
Young people, like either children, they watch TV too, so they can see it. So teenagers, adults, like older people, everybody sees these images in one way or another, either like in a magazine, on TV. So media is like I feel like that one's the biggest one, because that's the one that everybody has the same access to. And then as for like society, I guess that's like what society is portraying, like what's in the media. Like the media is a reflection of the society. So even if the society doesn't really want that, this is supposedly what the society wants. So that's what's portrayed in the media. And then as for culture, I feel like that's kind of like each person's a little bit different. So depending on like the standards of your own culture, I guess. But then again, I feel like the cultural aspect of beauty is influenced by the media. So I feel like it all kind of ties back to the media and then like society.
The way that I feel the media portrays beauty is that it's never perfect. The goal of reaching beauty is never really done. There's always something wrong.
If you talk to your friends the way you talk to your body, you'd have no friends left. And I totally agree with that, because I'm so mean to myself, and I would never imagine saying to someone else the things that I can say to myself. Or if someone said them to me, I would like punch that person, I would never let someone talk to me that way, but it's totally fine for me to do it to myself. And I feel like once I realized that, and once I surrounded myself with people that felt the same way, and I felt like I could relate to, and I felt like I wasn't the only one like standing in this crowded room like screaming and no one listening to me, and I finally felt like people were listening and felt the same way, I was able to really say out loud that I thought I was beautiful and not feel weird about it, and not feel like I was being conceited or lying to myself. So yeah, I feel like I've done a 180, which is really nice. And
every woman is beautiful in her particular way, really. And some are more beautiful in the way that you're supposed to look. But if we developed eyes and we developed the spirit to see beauty in a different way, you would see every woman is beautiful. There was a great experience I had when I was in Africa. And this one woman in the middle of the fields outside of Nairobi, in the Rift Valley, I said, "Do you like your body?" And she looked at me like I was crazy. You know, like I'd come from, she was like my body, like my body. Ooh, ooh, my body. I love my body. I love my hands. Ooh, my fingers. Look at my fingers, my fingernails. Little crescent moves my hands. Look at my hands. And my arms, so strong. They carry me along, my arms so strong. Ooh, and my legs. My legs can wrap around a man and hold him there. But my dress, I was like, whoa, whoa. And I said, I don't know how to do that, Leah. I don't know how to love my body. And she said, what's wrong with your body? And I said, well, I have this stomach. And she goes, your stomach? Your stomach is meant to be seen. So she said to me, Eve, do you see that tree? Do you like that tree? Now look at that tree. Do you like that tree? Do you say this tree isn't pretty because it doesn't look like that tree? Do you say this tree is ugly because it doesn't look like that tree? You're a tree. I'm a tree. You've got to love your tree. Love your tree.